A lot of people do have concerns about whether Social Security will be around by the time that they retire, but let's be honest with ourselves, it would be very detrimental to a politician's career to end Social Security, and I know the math does have it running out somewhere in the early 2030s, but ultimately what we're talking about with Social Security is a program that began in 1935 during the Great Depression. The goal of Social Security was not to fund your living expenses in retirement. It was essentially a net that was there to keep you from going broke. Okay, this was a time where people were waiting in line for jobs, for food, for just about anything. So the government got together and they said, hey, we can't have people working their entire careers and not being able to afford just even a life in retirement, much less having to work full time. So Social Security since then has included several other items such as people with disabilities, survivors, even your spouse after you pass away. So it is the federal government's largest program. I know there's a lot of politics that play around Social Security, but in my opinion, it is probably much better to plan on having Social Security and factor it into your plan more so than fully not anticipate it being there. Ultimately, having flexibility with planning around Social Security, just being able to cover a portion of your living expenses would probably be most helpful. Like I said, when they first created the program, it was not designed to give you a lavish life in retirement. It was to make sure that you didn't go broke essentially in retirement. So that's something to think about with Social Security.